This is the Dog Savant Podcast with your host, Brett Endies.
Hey guys, this is Brett. This is the Dog Savant Podcast, episode 24. It's going to be a short one. We don't have much time here today, but I did want to just talk a little bit about what happened last week. Some of you may know we had some wildfires here in Los Angeles, and one of them sparked up pretty close to where I live, and it was kind of scary for a moment. It really made me second guess, kind of where I'm living. I love where I live in the mountains and all, but you feel, after that, it really, it's hard to feel secure. It's not about losing your belongings. I don't care about that. It's more about my pets, family members, things like that. I just don't want to take the risk. So I'm looking out my window right now at the burn area, right? I mean, it's literally, we're talking a couple hundred yards, if that, and it was scary. I mean, one of the days we had to evacuate, and I'm just watching the flames build up right where I see my house is, and you just feel helpless. So here in Los Angeles, a lot of people lost their homes. Some people died. It's terrible. A lot of animals got displaced. A lot of animals lost their lives too. And it's just a bad situation here, and it's kind of like even the governor yesterday talked about that he thinks the wildfires are going to get worse. And I mean, it's just, where are you going to be? Because even in the city, you're surrounded by mountains and hills, and it never rains here. So, living in it's really scary. And I always kind of, that's another part of California. It never happens that close. You see the aftermath, you see the smoke far away. But when it's in the hill in front of you and the hill behind you, and you're stuck here in the middle, and you've got your pets. I mean, I had one night where Jordan here I was out hunting over the weekend. When they had first started, I was so far away, and my pet sitter who was taking care of the dogs, he got evacuated, and he couldn't have access to my house, so I had to have Jordan come up here and take care of him. And that, it's just scary. You always think of the worst case scenario. What if no one could get to them? And that's something that I'm really considering, maybe selling my home and moving more to more in the city, in the area where it's less of a risk. I love this. I love the views, the seclusion, but the anxiety might not be worth it. I'm really thinking about it. But I just wanted to update you on the fires. We're all safe. We made it through. Everyone's here, happy. The house is in one piece, but everyone here, it's like the undertone is we're all bracing for the next one, and I just don't want to be a part of that. Anyway, I have a beautiful house for sale if anyone's interested. But I think for some people, maybe it's not going to be a concern. People like my neighbor, she didn't even leave. She's like, I'm just going to stay here. Because she's grew up here, she's more comfortable. I grew up in New York City. I'm not used to these kind of natural disasters happening, and it really makes you feel small and realize that, although you may think something's great, there's also a consequence of enjoying something. And sometimes living in paradise can have its negatives too. So, just thinking about that. I figured I'd share a little bit more of my thoughts with you guys too. I give so much dog information. Figured I'd just talk about my life experiences a bit more too. And since the wildfires have happened recently, give you the inside track here. Anyway, so I figured I'd keep this a short one. Let me see. Oh, I'll do a Q&A. Let's get one dog thing here. Let me answer one question. Here we go. Okay, this is for Marie. From Marie. No, I'm sorry. It's for Janine. Janine. Okay, Marie didn't have a full question. Okay, Janine, here you go. I have a question. I have a pit bull mix, and he constantly pees in my house. He is neutered. Got him from Pound over 4 years ago. Vet said nothing wrong with him. I even take up food and water at night. Is there anything I can try? If not, I have to rehome him. Okay, so if the vet ruled out that it's not medical, because that's the first thing I'd say with an adult dog, and I'm curious, has this dog been doing this for the 4 years you've had him, or is it a new thing that just arose? Regulating the food and water is a part of it, but the greater end of it that you have to work on is creating a potty regimen to teach him to go outside, get rewarded for that, and be able to hold it inside for an increased period of time. In most cases, your dog's going to be better off using a crate, a kennel, or some kind of smaller space because their instincts to hold it in that smaller space are stronger than in the house. They'll just pee or poop wherever they want. And what you're teaching them, because unless there is a medical issue or they're sick, the dogs don't need to go out so frequently. They learn to go empty the system, go to completion, and then wait for a certain period of time. And it can be built up to a good 6+ hours with a dog that's well trained. So you might want to start every 2 to 4 hours for a week or two. build it up, maybe overnight, expect him to go once before bed and then sleep through the night. But you're going to have to use the kennel a little bit more. Give him a lot of exercise. Make sure that he's, tired and relaxed, so being in the kennel is not a big deal. Kennel can be right in the same room as you. It's not a punishment. It's just an instinct-based tool that will get him to hold his bathroom until the next scheduled time and teach him that he has one opportunity and then he has to actually hold it, because what's probably happening is he knows that either you're going to take him back out again to catch the second round of it, or just be able to go inside and have the ability to have the accident indoors. And when he learns I don't have that option now, he'll start learning how to condition to hold it better and only go outside, and that's why you reward it more and more as he goes readily. If he does have an accident, you try not to make a big deal about it. At this stage, if you're not creating that structured potty training regimen, it's almost like going to give him attention for the wrong behavior. So start that for a few weeks to a month. Unfortunately, giving up a dog like this is only going to have someone else experience the issues, and then they might not try to even address it like you are. So put in the work. I have a lot of videos. I have podcasts just on this subject as well on potty training. But, even an older dog, if you're consistent, can learn better bathroom habits. Okay, so thanks. Keep sending in your questions, and always watch the show Saturday mornings on Facebook Watch, the Untrainables, and subscribe, share, let everyone know about this podcast. We want more people listening. And also on my YouTube channel, I have the video version. You can see my smiling face, teach you about dog behavior. YouTube.com, Dog Training LA. And thanks so much. Get out there with your dog, train your dog. Love you all.